Okay, that's the steepness of our driveway. And this is Butt Hill. And I go all the way up to the top and then down to the bottom to the dock. And then back up this part of the hill. We can get down to the dock. There's a walkway through the common area and a playground, and this is where they have the games and Easter egg hunt and stuff for the kids and July 1st celebrations in the community. But this is a community park here. It is filled with deadfall and is an actual fire hazard in my opinion, but it's a beautiful community park. And I'll take you down to the dock. But here I go, starting my walk. Okay, I just came up Butt Hill. And there's the map to the properties. And right there's a lot for sale. It's got an RV on it, but you build the house at the bottom of the hill. They've got the RV at the top of the hill, but it's for sale for $249,000. Power and everything is there. And there's another house for sale, and I believe it's for under $800,000. So that's it. Strata's like about $230 a month, and it includes a boat slip, garbage collection, road clearing, lawn maintenance, and tree cutting if you need it. Oh, what's going on over there? Somebody's burning, hopefully. That's controlled burn or something way up there in the hills. Yikes. And this is Eagle Bay Road. And then this carries on. The pavement ends right here at the end of this road, right at the community park. And this is all our properties, common properties of the strata. And the forestry road starts at the end here, where the gravel, right there, that's where the gravel starts. And we go down there side by siding and go up the mountain. There's all kinds of trails for motocross, bikes, dirt bikes, quads, side by sides, whatever. It's just a glorious adventure up there. And we take lawn chairs and some bevies and sit, and we get to see 3 of the 4 arms of Shuswap Lake. We can see the Narrows from up there. It's quite lovely. So we haven't done that yet. Lots of summer to explore. We haven't taken our motorcycles out yet because there's too much gravel still on the road. Lots to do, but at least I got the garden done. Got my bear spray. I'm thinking of going into the community park here. Only thing is it really is bear season, and they could have cubs. So I'll wait until Tom's here. But you can see the gravel all over the roads right now. Not ideal for motorcycling. This is the second entrance into our community. So it's all up and down hills. And there's the runoff running here into the lake. That makes its way into the lake, and that's why it continues to rise. It reaches its peak at about mid-July. And then after that, the lake just starts to go down after that. And it goes quite low. So you got to get your boat out early enough that you still have enough water at the boat launch. But like I said, most of these are our summer residences. And this is a little shortcut down to the playground. There's another way to get to the playground for my kids. I'm going to try and avoid showing people's homes, but nice view from up here. You can see the dock, the marina right there. Nice view from here. You can see the changes in the color where it gets deep. And this is the lower part of the lot that's for sale. So this is where you would build a house, and that's where they have their RV right now. But this is $249,000 for the lot, and you build homes right there. Okay, and this is the playground area. Again, I'll try and avoid houses, but this is where we'd be sending the grandkids with a walkway right there. But they can come down here and play on their own. There's steps down to there. It's a nice little entrance. Nice bench for the parents, a couple of benches. And then this is the path down to the dock. So this is just down from the playground. And this is where we host, the community hosts the July 1st celebrations and kiddie races, and you can book this area for family barbecues and whatever if you want. There's picnic tables galore right there, all part of Estrada. And there's a good view of our marina. There's our house right in the back there. Okay, this is the walking path down from our house that goes all the way down to the marina. But I love this part. There's a lady that is a bit of an artist here, and she has made a little book exchange thing that's put away for the winter, but we do a book exchange there. And then this is the little bridge, and that's our utility shed where our maintenance guy operates out of. But this little bridge is all lit up at night, and there's the walking path, and we can go up to our place. That's our house right there. So the kids can just run down here and cross the bridge, grab a book if they want, or a DVD or whatever, and there's the park. And then just up the hill is the playground, and they can get down to the dock this way for swimming. And again, this is the common property walkway to the dock. And I just love this tree. It's the one tree that's bloomed here. Isn't it gorgeous? And there's the dock. One of our residents provided this eagle. This is Wild Rose Bay in Eagle Bay. So that's what welcomes you to the marina. And as you can see, there's a boat in the water. Glorious spring day. And this is our beautiful marina. They put in a bit of work last year and realigned it and tightened everything up and did some repairs underwater. We had divers come and bring it up to snuff. So in today's pricing, this would be a $7 million marina apparently. It was $3 million to build. And this is our slip right here. We have the very first slip. That's ours. Our house was the first home built in this area in the 90s. So there you have it. That's our beautiful view. And I'll show you at the end of the dock what the kids can all swim of. This is all swimming area over here and at the very end. So with supervision, our kids can come down here with life jackets and whatnot and have a heyday, our grandkids. This is the breakwater, the concrete breakwater. So this is how our marina is always nice and calm. And there's fire extinguishers at every, they're not out yet for the season, but fire extinguishers at every dock, and ladders for swimming. This is where all the kids swim and people gather in the summer on this dock. Everyone always says, see you at the dock when you run into them walking. And there's memorial benches all along the top. But you can see why we absolutely love it here. And no, I'm not missing Mazatlan. But this is where we walk to every day. There's an eagle's nest up in there. Don't know if it's being used, but it's right there. And these are all the memorial benches. So that's where the community park is that you can come out and walk. There are someone's there right now, but there are rocks under here that are exposed in the fall. So there we go. I'm starting to think that's a bear over there, so it's a good thing I didn't go down to the community park. Just hang on, I'll show you what I'm thinking might be a bear. Now, I don't know. It's pretty far. But right there, see it? Or it's a human fishing, one of the two. But I'm kind of glad I didn't go that way. We take our boat out this way and head to the Narrows to go to a floating restaurant and pub. It's called Shark Shack. And there's a grocery store, a floating grocery store, and clothing and sandals and beach stuff, beachwear, just 10 minutes on boat ride. There's also a swinging rope out there that the kids can swing off of. I can see the parents, my kids doing it. Maybe one or two of the grandkids will try, but yeah, I'm starting to think that's a human fishing, not a bear right there, because it's not moving. Tom's dad owned a cabin over there years ago. Bet you he wishes he'd held on to it now. Oh, that's concerning. There are homes up there, so it's probably someone doing a spring burn. And those are all boat moorage buoys. And that way is the main arm to Blind Bay. We have taken our boat that far. And that way is Seymour Arm, Salmon Arm, and Anstey Arm. And we've gone all the way down to the end of Seymour Arm to deliver my youngest son, who's now in Australia, to a friend's off-grid cabin. There's a forestry road that goes this way, but it would have taken him 2 hours, and it only took half hour by boat. So we did that for him. Anyways, that's the tour. Now you know why we love it here so much too. Oh, some geese were here. Yucky. Yuck. I'll have to clean that off. I've been the dock cleaner lately. I wait until it dries, of course. I heard those geese this morning. Usually we have a couple of resident loons here too. They return every year, and we hear them calling too. So welcome to the Shoe Swap peeps. I wanted to show you the water levels. This is how Tom and I measure. See, these are buoys to keep the boats out from this area, and that's where the culvert is for the water runoff. And we count the buoys that are showing to know how high the water's getting. And that one at the very end on the water that's laying down, it wasn't even in the water when we first got here, and neither was the block that holds it down. And there's a campfire under the water right there. It was exposed when we got here. So that's how much the water has come up. And over there on the point where the guy's fishing, there's rocks that are exposed right now. Those will be under the water in no time. But in the fall, they show themselves. So everybody has to be aware that those are there when you're taking off in the boat. But yeah, that's guy fishing. I was all freaked out. But he's now standing up, and I think he's fishing. Anyway, whatever he's doing. All right, toodles.